Alright, I'm not always going to be able to remember this, but quest number 2 in the Hildibrand quest chain is Back in the Saddle, also level 50, given to us by the recently de-zombified, but not really, I guess, but yeah, Hildibrand in the very, like, southern, like, middle southern, southern Thanalan. Anyway, here we go. God, my screen does this. It's annoying. Sorry. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! The Sagoli Desert. I bet my life on it. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could be so violently triggered. Sorry. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildibrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Okay. We teleport for 105. You know, it's on discount. Back to Ul'dah. Discount from Free Company, not from this questline. And all we can do is run, really. We gotta talk to some peeps. I want to make sure that the right peeps, though. Oh, okay, the ones with these. Okay. So we have Agnes, who's just sitting here on a bench. Beg your pardon, you wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Oh. Okay. Are we talking about Hildibrand being a pervert? In rags? He is in rags. I guess that makes sense. We keep heading east. This outer ring, Silver Nettles. Rogan standing at guard outside or whatever. What? You looking for a half-naked Highlander what likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. Me mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. That was a chain of, chain of stuff. And then inside the Thaumaturge's Guild is the last one? Yep, it is. Okay. No, not this is the Adventurers Guild, sorry. Here's Botulf. I wouldn't say Rogan, but he's just a thicker, like a hardy man. Not fat, but hardy. Stout, not stout. Muscular? Oh, there you go. Sorry, lass, but if it's information you want, you'd best be served by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist or so, I hear. But when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... Yeah, dude. You gotta give them a chance to not duel if they don't want to duel. It's not always time to duel. If you didn't catch that, I quite enjoyed several seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tried to play it myself. Joined a tournament. Like, I'm 39. Joined a tournament when I couldn't have been more than 16. Our mall. I was collecting cards because I liked the show. I was playing whatever video games I could get my hands on that were Yu-Gi-Oh! Which wasn't much. I think it was just one for PlayStation? PS? Or PC? I don't know. Anyway. And then I found a tournament in the mall. Got my ass handed to me by the first person I played, who was obviously a much better player in all respects and all. Did not continue from there. I don't even know if it was a tournament. It might have just been like, hey, come here and play against people who like the game. And getting so easily stomped in the first game that I played. And the dude had to be like late 30s or 40s. So, yeah. One of those fat, like mid-life adult nerd types. Like the stereotype guy from The Simpsons. Like, actually, that guy, basically. Anyway, sorry. We have a cutscene talking to Wymond. I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! Says Hildibrand, and... Oh. Nashu is back to wearing a pink robe and white-ish tights that go up to above the mid-thigh. She has glasses instead of a monocle. And Hildibrand looks the exact same, all tattered, and as if he's like been blown up a little bit. But Thal almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen, and they're walking the streets of Ul'dah, says Wymond. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated, he says while giving a couple poses, as he does. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. You do seem to be hale and healthy, which begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that the Eorzir's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no little inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden what said her most... This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... If it isn't the lady from the Sigoli. They've just noticed that I'm standing right next to them. A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital. It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Already the spirit of competition fills me. There's a plural in there that I didn't like. Yeah. Come, Nashu, we must away. He runs, she gives a last bow, and then runs after him. Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet. And back in the saddle is complete. Alright, that was quick. It's still almost 8 minutes, so this is the only video for this quest. I will see you soon for the next quest in the next video. Bye-bye for now.